Hey there, everybody. Thomas with Basecamp Trading. It is Monday, March 29th, and we're going to take a look here at the Nasdaq and talk a little bit about what I'm watching with this market right now. So full disclosure, I'm long Nasdaq futures at the moment, based on a breakout on the 120s and the 60s to the upside. But with that being said, this is the big picture that I'm watching. First off, we have an inverted head and shoulders potentially forming. Our neckline for that would be all the way up at 13,343.5. The other thing I'm paying attention to is a trend line come down across our daily highs here over the past couple of weeks. We've just kind of been slowly putting in lower high, lower low. But if we break through that trend line, which if it's going to happen today, later this afternoon, it would need to get above, call it 13,075 or so, 13,080. But if we get through there, then that should start us accelerating towards the resistance. And if we can get through the pivot high resistance, the neckline on the inverted head and shoulders, we should really see this start to spike quite a bit. So for the time being, it's got potential to turn and start to climb. Now, one question I keep hearing is, Thomas, how come the market's been so choppy here recently? Why aren't we seeing the big runners that we were seeing earlier in the year and later last year? And really, one of the big things you got to pay attention to is the overall broad market, whether or not we're getting broad market selling or buying. And the past few months have been really choppy, and that's shown here. If you look at just a monthly Nasdaq chart, you can see we've done absolutely nothing here the first quarter of 2021 in the Nasdaq. So pay attention. Once we start picking a direction and start getting some follow through and get back into these smooth trending periods where you get several months in a row of just a smooth uptrend, and we're seeing broad market buying, it'll be much easier to catch these bigger runners that we were catching before, and we'll start increasing trade size and position sizing again, just like we did when the time was right previously. So keep an eye on it. Nasdaq for now is in consolidation, but it's got potential to break out a compression here over the next couple of weeks if we can get through the trend line and then trigger the inverted head and shoulders. So that's what I'm watching. Seasonality, also post-election seasonality, we should start to see a bounce in the indices. They start turning bullish mid-April typically, or early mid-April. So that's it for now, though. I'll see you in the next one. And until next time, everybody, happy trading.